Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Sasco Racing YouTube channel. I am Craig, and we're going racing. Not really racing. We are going to be doing a test session today, and we are going to be doing today's test in virtual reality. Yes, you see it right. I have the now just purchased the MetaQuest 3 virtual reality headset, so we are going to be out here. It's a cloudy, cool day, 71-degree day in Fort Worth, Texas Motor Speedway. We got about a 4-hour test session here just to get the headset figured out and see what we're going to do with all of that. Make sure all the settings are correct, make sure we're getting good frames per second, all that good stuff. So without further ado, we're going to jump in the headset. We are in the NASCAR, doing the test in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series Chevrolet Silverado. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and put the headset on and put my headphones on and go out there and do some testing. So enjoy the show. I will put the, let's see, we'll put the, yeah, we'll put this camera up too so you guys can see me. I don't know if I'm going to have it up the whole time, but just give you a little idea of what it looks like racing with the VR headset on and all that good stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and shut this camera down, and we're going to go ahead and get into it. Get all strapped in here. No other teams out here testing today. It's just us. It's just Sasco Racing here in Texas Motor Speedway. Again, it's cool out there right now, 11 o'clock in the morning, 71 degrees and a lot of cloud cover. So the track is going to be very grippy. Going to have a lot of grip to it. Should be flying pretty fast around this place today. So we'll see what we got. All right. All right, we are inside the truck. It's crazy in VR when you put this headset on, you hop inside this thing and you look around and you are actually sitting. I'm actually sitting in a NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series truck right now. It's got the steering wheel in front of me, the dashboard. I can look around and I got this whole roll cage all around me. Pretty insane. I love it. You don't get the graphical, you don't get the, you don't get high graphics and frames per second and all that good stuff in VR, but the immersion is so worth it. It puts you inside the race car and it's absolutely insane. Triple screens couldn't even do that much to you. It just doesn't feel more realistic than this. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Fire this truck up and we're going to do about 40 lap sessions every time we go out. We're going to do about a 40 lap run. So let's get out there and do it.
last lap that you ran there. That was really, really nice.
A lot of grip in the track right now.
Good lap.
This lap so far, last lap was a 35:04. We'll do a 40 lap run right now. halfway through this first run. Got another 20 laps to go. Definitely starting to feel a little change in the tires. Not bad though, because of how cool the racetrack is. There's so much grip, it's not wearing the tires as fast as it normally does when it's hot. So the tire wear shouldn't be too bad by the time we get done with this 20 lap run. Starting to feel a little bit of tire wear though in the right front. Starting to get a little bit tight down here in 1 and 2. I'm having to back the entry up into turn 1 and 2 a little bit sooner than what I normally do when I first started on fresh tires, so it's definitely starting to show some signs of wear on the right front tire. I usually get past that black NASCAR Cup Series logo before I have to let off the throttle in turn 1. Now that the right front's got 26 laps on it, I'm having to back it up just before that black logo. Still the same process getting into turn 1 though. You let off the throttle completely, give it 2 pumps of gas, let it slide down to the white line, and then gas it out. Turn 3 and 4, full throttle, you never let off the gas. Gallons of fuel left in the tank. Gives me about 19 and a half laps before I have to pit for fuel. fun racetrack. As the track surface starts to wear out, it's starting to get a lot of characteristics. Race the car around quite a bit around the racetrack. Definitely becoming one of the more racier racetracks on the Cup Series. Thirty-three laps in. Really strong crosswind coming across the back straightaway there. I can feel it coming out of turn 2. It really kind of knocked me around a little bit along with the bumps in turn 2. Mile-an-hour wind coming out of the east. Alright, couple more laps, we're going to bring it in. Gotta make sure I hit my pit road speed right. 4 green lights on the dashboard. 4 green lights on the dashboard. Completing lap 38, going into lap 39 of the first 40 lap run. Alright, this is lap 40. green lights. 4 green lights in the dash. Five green lights, sorry. 5 green lights in the dashboard. No red.
Hey, bird speed, bud. Here we go, fellas. 10 away. 5 away. At your mark now. And turn it here. Get in here. Right behind this side. Go, 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 go. Hard, hard. Go, go, go.
All right. That's the end of the first 40 lap run. Let's check the tire wear. And it's not bad. Obviously, like I said, it's a very cool 71-degree day. Plus, it's overcast, cloud cover. There's no sun beating on the racetrack, so there's a lot of grip in the racetrack. And it's not really wearing the tires out like it normally would if it were hot and sunny out. The left front, inside left front, I'm sorry, outside left front is 89%. Middle of the right front, or left front, I'm sorry. Outside left front is 89%. Middle is 89%. Inner is 95%. Left rear, outer is 87%. Middle is 87%. And the inner is 88%. Right front, the inner is 66%, middle 66%, outer is 86%, right rear inner is 74%, middle 73%, outer is 77%. That was at 30 psi in the left front, 32 psi in the left rear, 61 psi in the right front, and 59.4 psi in the right rear. Temperatures ranged from lowest in the left front at 215 degrees, and it looks like the highest tire temperature we had was in the right front inner, was 270 degrees Fahrenheit. Not bad. Tires look good. Truck felt great. Check out some of the replays of what that looked like from the spotter stand, and then we'll jump back in there and complete another 40 lap run. Maybe make some adjustments on it. Take that. Whew. Not a bad first run. Crack open a monster. See the sun starting to poke through the clouds a little bit. Starting to see a little bit of blue sky up there. Yeah, a little bit of blue sky. It looks like the sun's trying to poke through a little bit, but I don't know if we're going to see any today. All right, let's see a little bit of what that first run looked like, how the car looked. I'm going to turn the best line on as well. So you can actually see the line I was running. So I don't see this line when I'm actually driving the car, but I'm going to turn it on for you all on the replays, so that you could see how close I am to actually running the best line without even knowing that the best line is actually there, just because I know it's there because I know the racetrack. All right, let's go back to the very beginning. Here, let's just do this. All right, let's go here. Okay, now we got it on. Okay. Jump back to the beginning, go here. We're going to bring it all the way back to the pit road. See a little bit of how that run looked, that first 40 laps. Again, I don't see that green line around the track that's showing the best line around the racetrack. I don't see that when I'm out there. I just turned that on for you all to be able to see how I visually know where the best line of the racetrack is without knowing where the best line of the racetrack is, just because I know the racetrack. So that's going to show you that I know how to hit the best line without it actually being there. get closer to that outside wall, but I'm marking it into turn 1. Tires flexing, suspension working. GAF, Jimmy Model Car Garage, Fantech Coca-Cola, Valvoline. Subscribe to Sasco Racing YouTube channel. To the gyro cam, see what the banking feels like. spotter stand. We'll get a camera from there here. Here's the spotter. I'm up in the spotter booth. Spotter stand. This is what it looks like to watch a race car as a spotter. Except you got binoculars, you can see to the other side of the track a lot better. You see the dirt track and the drag strip out there. Blimp. This is the drone view. Now you can really see me hitting that green mark. Again, I don't see that when I'm out on the racetrack. I just turn that on for you all during this test to show you how I can hit the best racing line without even knowing that it's actually there, just because I know the track so well. I don't know why I like to arc it into turn 1 and 2 so much more than I'm actually supposed to. Maybe I'll work on that a little bit. This is a good visual for me too, because now I know that I can actually dive it in a little bit. I don't have to arc it as wide into turn 1. I can kind of tighten it up and get into turn 1 a lot sooner than what I actually am. See how high out I arc it? I'm going to start bringing it in, entering the corner a lot tighter than arcing it, instead of arcing it out so wide. From the Goodyear blimp. When you're in VR, this is when things you start to get that vertigo, motion sickness feeling, for me anyway, because it feels really weird watching it in person like this, in a virtual realm this high up in the air. It's very nauseating, I guess you could call it. It's a little weird. I don't like that view. Alright, let's go ahead and get another 40 lap run started up here. We're going to go ahead and get another 40 lap run going. And I'm going to work on getting into the entrance of turn 1. Like I said, I'm going to work on not arcing it out so bad into turn 1 and cutting it in and diving down into the corner a little bit better than what I've been doing. All right, let's get into it. Fire in the hole. So 42, so next time I come in, it'll be lap 84. We'll be finished with this 40 lap run on lap 84. Got a new fresh set of tires on. Get some heat built up into them. Sun's a little bit shining more on the track than it was. Still just a really overcast, cool day. Temperature outside is still 70 degrees. Oh, I forgot to turn the darn best line off. Actually, I might just keep it. I might keep it. Do a little practice with it.
Here we go, fellas, to road speed. We are 10 away.
5 green lights. 5 green
5
lights.
away. At your mark now. Turn in, turn in, turn in, turn in. Not too close.
Yeah, we'll leave the best line on this 40 lap run just so I can get a good visual how I need to hit these corners. This is what practice is all about, so you can get these track lines just right. I'm going to start racing real people on iRacing again. Going to try to get my iRating up to 5,000, which is very, I mean, you're damn near professional if you can do that. So that's what I'm aiming for. So now we're going to up it to lap 86 will be our 40 lap, end of our 40 lap run with the best line on. Green flag.
that thing? Nothing.
Nice little patch of sunshine coming out of turn 2 there. Sun is beating down on us there. Hoping this cloud cover clears up. Doesn't look like it's going to, but the sun is peeking through right here. Look at curve 1 and 2 is completely in the sun now. That's going to change the handling characteristics of the truck every time. Back in the shade. wrap this one up a little early. Lap 79, I'll be on pit road where we can kick another set off on lap 80 and kick another 40 lap run without the best line on. I just wanted to do a short little stint with the best line on just so I know I'm hitting the mark correctly. May end up bringing the cup car out too. I did bring a cup car to testing with today. I might bring the next gen cup car out too. Alright, the right front's starting to really go right now. I can feel it. It's getting a lot tighter coming out of turn 2. We'll be bringing it down pit road here real soon. 5 green lights on the dash. 5 green lights on the dash. Next time by, coming in next time, not this time, coming in next time by. 5 green lights on the dash, 5 green lights on the dash, make sure your brakes are set. Coming in this time, 5 green lights. Speeding a little bit there, I think. 5 green lights, we are good. 3,000 RPM in 4th gear.
Alright, fellas, here we come. We are 10 away. 5 away. At your mark now. Turn in, come on.
Ooh. Oh, perfect. About another 40 lap run right there. Get some more fresh tires. I'm gonna turn the best line off.
Go Mango, hard. Good job, guys.
Shut the engine off. So when I'm out on the track and I'm getting ready to come on pit road and I'm saying 5 green lights on the dash, if you notice right before I come in pit road, when I get it down into 2nd gear, the dash pops up blue, 5 green, and 5 red lights. In 2nd gear, I have to get rid of those 5 red lights and only have 5 blue and 5 green lights. That'll put me at 45 miles per hour. There are no speedometers in NASCAR race cars. So you have to go, everything has to be off of the tachometer, based off the tachometer. So 5 green lights means 45 miles an hour in 2nd gear. 5 green lights in 2nd gear means 45 miles per hour. Also, 3,000 RPM in 2nd gear is another way to determine, in case the lights ever failed on the dashboard, I know exactly where I'm at with the tachometer. Between 30 and 3,100 RPMs in 2nd gear is going to be around 45 miles per hour. All right, let's pop the wheel off. Get out of the car here, truck for a little bit, check out some replays. I actually might need to take this off my face for a few minutes and see some real view for a minute. There we go. Woo! Gets a little warm in there every now and then. Pull up the face cam, huh? Hey, there we go. What's up, everybody? You see a nice little ring around the face? It actually looks like I have a racing helmet on when I get out of the truck, so that's kind of cool. All right, we got over an hour and 14 minutes into testing so far. Oh, what did I do? Nothing. We're good. We're good. Close that back up. Got my microphone on. You're hearing everything. We're good to go. All right, we're back. Just wanted to take a look at the video on my iPad down here. Just in case anybody's wondering, I do see the live chat when I don't have the headset on. I can look, so if you have any questions or anything while I'm doing this test, go ahead and post some stuff up there. Give me some comments, like, shares, all that good stuff. And any questions you guys have or any interaction you have, I will interact with you live here while we are doing this test session out here in Texas Motor Speedway. So I'm going to go ahead and get the headset back on, and we're going to look at some replay of that last run. I'm going to turn the best line off. You know what? Let's get a little bit closer to the. What happened to my mouse? Huh. My mouse froze up. Huh. Well, I don't know what happened. I can't touch anything now, though. That's weird. None of my mouse, my dashboard, nothing will work. Controller. That's weird. I don't know what happened. Oh, I know what happened. Okay. Now I see what happened. Okay. There we go. Why is that flashing red? Oh, there we go. All right, we're good. Wow. What is going on here? Something got all mixed up. Dude, what in the world is going on right now? There we go. Sorry, lost you there for a second, guys. Should be popping back up here, though. What the hell? I don't know what's going on. Oh, wait. Have it turned off. There we go. All right, we're good. Whew, that was a little confusing there for a minute. All right, got the mouse back working. Jump into some replays here. First, we are going to get closer to the truck and stand down there with my guys. Oh my Lord. All right, now it looks like we're actually down there with them. All right, let's bust out our final 40 lap run. And I think we'll take the cup car out for a little bit. Yeah, we'll take the cup. Ooh, look at the sun. Sun is shining on the track right now. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Get back on it. One more 40 lap run. And then we're going to bring out the cup car. All right. Go ahead and fire it up. Fire in the hole. All right. 40 lap run and we're done in the truck. Tire wear was even less the last time. That last 40 laps. And green. Got loose. Almost lost the rear of the car there. Track's warming up, it's getting slick. Slide the rear of the car around turn 2. 82. Go. It's not too long. Really made the tires bad. I could feel it. laps to go. 18 laps to go. Big Jack. We'll get out of the truck, bring the cup car out. Got the track till 3 o'clock. Sim time. It's now 12:48 sim time. Put 2 hours into the truck so far. There's a reason for that too, that I will explain to everybody after this whole truck session is over with. If you're on, you're going to want to stay tuned for that. We are breaking some news in this session with the truck. Whoa! Woo! Played a little bit of love with the racetrack, not much though because of how cool it is out here. It's still only 70 degrees outside right now. Wind went up, coming from the east, it's now 13 miles an hour, so it's 13 miles per hour in the wind. Oh shit! Yeah, that hurt.
Here's tire, maybe a little loose. Do you think you got a loose wheel?
It's gonna end our truck practice as I just blasted the wall and destroyed the suspension on the right side. Ouch. That hurt the truck. I can feel the suspension really beat up.
Alright, let's get ready here, fellas. So we're going to check the tow. We're going to check the tow first before we jack it up. The front does have damage.
Lost my focus and concentration. Blasted the outside wall.
Alright, fellas, here we come. 10 away. 5 away. At your mark now. Come on, turn in, turn in. But nice and easy. Remember, you're going to leave on me. You're leaving on me. Man, we'll get this thing fixed up for you.
Ooh, 6 minutes, 15 seconds of repair to do. Yeah, we'll be done with the truck. We're gonna put this thing in the back up in the truck, pull out the cup car. Shut her down. Let's take a look at the damage. Man, it sucked. I hate tearing up race cars. Or trucks. Oh yeah, that side is pretty beat up. Yeah, pretty big dent right there. Yeah, it's pretty extenuous damage to the front, right front there. Let's look at underneath it and see what the suspension looks like. Alright, looks like we broke the control arm. That's bent. Shock and shock post look pretty good. I think this right here, the ball joints are broken. Shock absorber's broken or bent. So yeah, that's all gotta be replaced. Let's see what the other side looks like here. Yeah, see how straight everything is here? And then over here, it's all bent to hell. See if I could do this, make things a little bit easier to see. Yeah. Yeah, it even looks like maybe the knuckle right there is dented and maybe cracked and broken. I'm not sure how that's supposed to look. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. There's a little hump right there and a little hump right there, so it might be all right. Let's go back over here and assess more of this damage. Pretty sure the control arms got damaged. Yeah. I mean, it's got a little bit of bend to it, but not that big of a bend. Oh, that looks bent right there. This looks bent here. Upper control arms bent. Shock absorbers bent. And it's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. The body panel's got some pretty good damage to it. The hood's got some damage to it. It's pretty cool how you can get underneath the hood like this in iRacing. Let's see. Yeah, we got some really bad scrapes. Gonna need a new paint job. Big dent right there. Need a new fender. It doesn't seem like we pancaked it. Just looks like we scraped it pretty good, but hit it with this right here, which has left that really big dent. You see some cracks here in the front bumper as well. So we're gonna have to replace this fender, tear the wrap off, replace the wrap on this whole side, all the sponsor decals. Hood's bowed up a little bit here. So we'll pack it up, put it back in the in the hauler, and we'll pull the cup car out and do a little bit of testing with the cup car since this happened. Jay Sudo from Jay's Model Garage. Sorry about tearing up your logo right there. Fanatec JF. Can't even see Coca-Cola anymore. It's scraped it up pretty bad on this side, but we'll get that fixed up. Sorry to the sponsors for tearing up your logos. I gotta make that Jay's Model Garage a little bit bigger so you can see it better too. So we'll work on that, Jay. If you're watching or if you see this, I'm gonna work on getting that sponsor bigger for you. Alright everybody, we're going to jump out of this session and we are going to get the cup car out and test the cup car for a little bit. Take this off. Whew. All right, we are back. We're gonna pull the cup car out of the hauler and take that out of the Texas Motor Speedway racetrack. See what we got in the cup car. Still got a few hours of testing left, so we'll work on that. A few things I want to change here. Let's fit that to the screen. Stretch that like that. Stretch this like that so it's not so jumbled up looking. Yeah, part of the testing is making sure all these cameras and everything are working too, because as I told you during that last session, we have some huge news coming from Sasco Racing. It's been a long time. We got into playing NASCAR 25, iRacing Simulator. I kind of got away from racing real people around the world and going into the AI portion of it. And now with this virtual reality that I got, we are ready to start going up against the best of the best in the world again and trying to get our I rating up to 5,000 and get professional, maybe even get into the Coca-Cola iRacing, NASCAR iRacing Coca-Cola series, which would be really cool for me. Maybe even win a championship. That'd be fun. So that's a goal. We're going to get into it, though. That's why I'm doing all this testing right now, making sure that the next race that we have in the trucks is going to be, I'm not doing Talladega this weekend. I'm not ready to just jump back in a car and go to Talladega. But next weekend we have Texas. I'm going to also be running the ARCA car. There you see the mascot, Maximilian. He's got his little ducky down there. Hi, Max. You say hi to everybody. You got your ducky? Hey, you. Yeah, so we're gonna go back racing against real people, and we're really excited to announce that news. So without further ado, we are going to bust out the cup car. Since we tore the truck car up, we're gonna have to take that back to the shop and rebuild the right side suspension, rebuild the right side of the truck, get some new wrap, get some new sponsor logos. I'm going to change some sponsor logos up, make my Jay's Model Garage a lot bigger, and then we'll go from there. But what we're going to do now is go for another test drive, but we are going to get rid of the truck, and we're going to get the next gen. Okay, so obviously I'm going to have to get out of this really quick. Not get out of, yeah, we'll shut that down and we'll go here, shut this down, exit out of trading paints. We're gonna pull trading paints back up, let it load. It is at 100%. We are good. We'll pull iRacing back up. And we are good. We should have that. Yes, we do have that pulled back up. All right, so I'm going to get rid of the, oops. Get rid of this for now. And we are going to jump into a test drive. We're going to get rid of the truck and go into the next gen Cup Series car. Texas. Temperature is pretty much the same. We're just going to change the time to 1 o'clock because we've already spent 2 hours out here. And we're at 1 o'clock in the sim time. So we're going to do 1 o'clock in the actual testing time too. We are testing until 3 o'clock sim time. So we got 2 more hours of testing after this. We're going to jump in the cup car and enjoy the test. I'd like to do some night stuff too before it's over, so maybe we'll shut it down for a half hour and do some night testing. So without further ado, we're going to get into it. All strapped in. This cup car is completely different from what the truck is, so this thing is going to be a handful. These next gen cars are not my favorite cars to run. I like the Xfinity cars or the O'Reilly cars and the trucks. I am not a big fan of the next gen cars. So we'll see what we got. But you can see behind me, behind the screen over there, I have the iRacing is pulled up. We are back at the Texas Motor Speedway. We have taken the truck, put it back in the hauler, and now we got our cup car out on pit road, and we are ready to get into some testing with the cup car. So, shut that down. No more of my beautiful face. You get the side view. Change my shifter to sequential. We're good to go. Get strapped in. Even though it is sim racing, the competition, yes, the racing may be simulated, but the competition is very real. And we do here at Sasco Racing take road safety precautions very seriously. So please, I ask, no drinking and driving. Have a fantastic weekend in life without doing that. If you do want to drink, there's no reason to get behind a vehicle. Uber, taxis, there's all kinds of different ways nowadays with technology to get home safely without having to get behind a vehicle inebriated. And always, when you get into a vehicle, whether it be a race car, a simulated race car, or a street car out on the road, make sure you got your safety belts on. It saves your life. Life is beautiful. Life is amazing. It is what it should be. And just enjoy every minute of being alive, and make sure you keep that going with wearing your safety belts when you are driving. Okay, enough of my media plug. We are at Sasco Racing. We are very big advocates of no drinking, and most importantly, we do not promote anything alcohol or alcoholic or drug related on this channel or in this team. And we definitely try to avoid, and we definitely speak and work with programs that are against and deterring people from drinking and driving. So that's huge for Sasco Racing, the team, and myself personally. All right, let's go ahead. I'm all strapped in, nice and tight, and I'm not going anywhere. Let's get into it. All right. Oh, no. Yeah, I don't want the fog, so we're going to bail out of this and turn the fog off. We don't need fog out here. What do I got going here? There we go. I don't know where the fog came from. I mean, if it's there, it's there. We'll keep it. Whatever. All right. So for the first run, because I am not familiar with the cup car at this track whatsoever, for the first run, I am going to put the best line on to show me how to get around this track in the next gen car, because again, the next gen cars are so much different from what I was just driving. So, oh, I gotta put the steering wheel on still. All right. And put the Texas setup in because I had Talladega. It became very foggy out here in Texas. Now along with the overcast, cool weather environment, now we also got fog to throw in the middle of it. So at least it's not a race. All right, we got our Texas set up in our next gen car. Let's get into it. Boom. Next gen car. Oh. Actually, there's something I want to do. I want to turn on the best line, because I do not know how to run this car at this racetrack. So let's learn. There's that beautiful next-gen car. I do love how the car looks. I just don't like how they drive. All right, got the best line. We got a foggy, cool, overcast Texas Motor Speedway. Fire the engine. Fire in the hole. Let's get into it. Virtual reality, next-gen car. And look around, you see all the bars, the roll cage, everything around me. There's a window net. There's my crew standing there. I'm inside a frickin' next-gen race car right now. Let's get into it. And that fog got here quick over the Texas Motor Speedway. Hopefully my car going around the track, the air moving around will get rid of some of that fog, hopefully. But nonetheless, about to get into it. Here we go. 2 more hours of test. Texas Motor Speedway, NASCAR Next Gen Cup car. Green flag. Oh, this thing's way faster than that truck. Way faster.
Good lap, bud.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, I almost lost the back of the car. gotta use the brake pedal to get this thing to turn in turn 1 and 2. Here we go again, send that. It wants to do a timeout. I do not want it to do a timeout. Pause it. Back in. And I just noticed that the screen doesn't look like I'm capturing much, does it? I do apologize for that. Again, the reason we are doing this test today is so that we can get all the kinks worked out. So that is exactly what we are working on. Getting the kinks worked out of OBS Streamlabs, the VR. It's all a whole new setup that I'm working on. So let us find out what happened here. Yep, I see what happened. There we go. Alright, now we got it fixed. Sorry about that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn that best line off for this run. We're going to do 40 laps. 40 lap run in the next gen car. Oh my lord. I'm telling you what, I am struggling right now. Goodness gracious. Alright. Now, go to settings. Turn the best line off. We're gonna get into it now. You guys want to do a quick run through of the next gen car? Okay, we'll take a look at it real quick. Oh, not from underneath the racetrack. This is NASCAR's next generation NASCAR Cup Series race car. There you see you got the grill, radiators in there. But yeah, this is the NASCAR next gen 2026 Camaro body style. There's Jay's Model Garage. That's my boy Jay Sudo's company. Killing it making model car parts. There's the rear air diffuser. It is a really huge deal for this next gen race car. This right here is a little flap that goes down to stop air from getting up underneath the car to keep it down on all four wheels. But they come to find out when they go sideways, because of the flat bottom, they are still really prone to going upside down. So they put all kinds of new flaps in the car so that They could try to keep it down on the ground. You can go up underneath here. See the transaxle. Unfortunately, they didn't add the oil tank to the next gen car. I don't think you're really necessarily too concerned with what's going back here anyway, but this is inside the deck lid where the fuel cell's at. All that cool stuff. Do this. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. So yeah, now you can go in here and check underneath the hood and see what it looks like under the engine. There she is. A little bit different than the normal car that you're used to seeing, but that's what we got nowadays. And then, of course, you got inside the race car. Seat and all that good stuff is that. NASCAR next gen car. Alright, enough of all that. Let's get back to the test at hand. Okay, hop into it. Fire in the hole. Gone green. Man, it's getting really foggy. The fog's getting thicker. I thought it was going to go away. It's not. It's getting worse. fog is making it slick out here. I just need to back it down a little bit. We're not racing. Calm down. Just testing. Don't need to wreck the car. Wow, this thing is loose. My goodness. I do not like this cup car. Hate driving this thing. Especially in fog. Making the track a little bit slick. Ooh. Man. This car just stepped out on you whenever it feels like it. It'll be running fine. You feel it completely stuck to the racetrack, and all of a sudden, the rear snaps. And once it snaps, there's no coming back from it. I can't believe I haven't backed this thing up into the wall yet. Oh, Jesus. I don't know how much longer this practice is going to commence. This fog is rolling in really quick and really thick. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this much longer. As much fog as there is. Making the track really slick. Slicker than it normally is in this car. Don't have any kind of rubber seat going into the racetrack yet. I haven't been out here long enough. For one, and two, it's just so cool out there. Rubber's not stick to the racetrack. Oh yeah. Oh, yep. I knew it was coming. I knew it was freaking coming. I should have just parked it.
Is he blowing up? Fuck if I know, man. We're gonna be hurting for power here. Earl, get your fucking binoculars out and look at it. I'm checking right now, boss. Hold on. You okay?
No, it's dead. It won't even start. Car's destroyed. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Coming out of turn 2, that just kept getting slicker and slicker. I knew sooner or later the back end was gonna step out to a point where it was not gonna be able to be savable. And here it is. Destroyed the race car. Unbelievable. Take it to the garage. Get a tow truck. That'll end our testing. We put the truck into the wall, destroyed a little bit of the right front suspension, and we just nosed this next gen car into the wall at 160 miles an hour and completely destroyed the motor. So, yeah, testing is over. Wow, that was a hard hit. I guess we can watch the replay of it. It just got so foggy out there. The fog got so thick it kept making the track slicker and slicker. And I knew eventually that it was gonna snap and it wasn't gonna be savable, and it finally happened. Look at that car. Jesus, look at it. Destroyed the race car. There should be a shot of it in pit road. Oh no, that's right. Yeah, we took the tow truck through. This is the only way I can look at it with all the damage on it. Let's take a look around. Front end is completely caved in. Looks like we're missing a fender. Yep, fender's gone. Jesus, the aluminum wheel went straight into the engine compartment, exposing. Look at that. I mean, catastrophic damage. Look at the wheel. The spokes are completely, they're gone. And the wheel got shoved all the way into the engine compartment. Man. Look at all this damage in here. Like the wheels completely smashed into the engine. I mean, you can't even see the suspension parts. But yeah, everything's twisted up. The pinions of the rack and pinion are destroyed. Control arms are completely flattened. Looks like we got actual chassis damage. The shock absorber and springs are completely crushed. Yeah, oh man. Look at the the rack and pinion on that is so the bottom pinion is right here, completely smashed. Yeah. This thing is catastrophic damage. Side of the car looks good. Whatever that's worth. Anyway, let's we can still watch a little bit of video, I guess. Okay. Actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna watch and see how hard that impact actually was. Here's the crash. Watch this. Whoop, lost it. Oh. Oh. My goodness. That's a hard hit. I got that thing cranked to the left as hard as I can. You see the tires turn. Bam! Just racked it into the wall. The sparks flying, parts flying. There's the fender. Man, what a hit. That was a hard, hard crash. Watch it in slow-mo. Sliding sideways, you see the tire marks. I mean, once this thing starts, once the rear starts to snap, there it gets to a point of no return. You overcorrect it and it just shoots straight into the outside wall. This is exactly what happened here. I can't figure out this car. Look at the whole back end of the car is up in the air. That was a hard hit. Hard hit. Sparks flying everywhere. Another angle. Bam. And now we can watch a few laps. Spotter view. Can't even hardly see the car because it's so foggy. Oh, no, I thought that was the wreck. That was another time the back end stepped out. Got loose quite a few times there. There it is. Oh. All right, well, that's the end of it. A good few hours of testing, and hope everybody enjoyed it. If anybody joined in, go ahead and bail out of this, back out. That's cool. All right, everybody. That'll do it for the end of today's test session. Don't know what happened here. Go ahead and expand that out, though. Just getting, again, like I said, we're just trying to get all the kinks and everything out of all the recording OBS Streamlabs technology, and make sure when I start racing real people again, we'll get it all figured out. So that's the end of testing for today. It was supposed to go on till, well, it was supposed to be a 3-hour session. We didn't get that long. I got, what was it, three 40-lap sessions in the truck. So we were going on 120 laps, and I hit the outside wall pretty hard and did some damage to the right front suspension. Not too bad. It's nothing that, is going to take a lot of time to repair or anything like that. So we'll be right back at it. But then after that happened, obviously we couldn't drive that truck anymore. We had taken out the NASCAR Cup Series Next Gen car, and got 30 some laps into that, and that became catastrophic as the fog rolled in Fort Worth, Texas, over Texas Motor Speedway. Made the track really slick. There just wasn't enough rubber built into the track yet, and coming out of turn 2, as I did 4 or 5 times before that, the rear of the car started to lose grip, and the rear of the car started chasing the wall. And finally, that last time, it snapped out and I couldn't save it. I overcorrected it and put it nose first into the wall, destroyed everything inside the engine compartment of the race car. Engine's damaged. That's got to be replaced. All the suspension parts and pieces, the front clip frames got to be replaced, everything like that. So we're gonna get it all back to the shop in Indiana, and start working on everything and get it ready for racing. So I hope everybody who did tune in to this stream, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy the content we do. If you are watching and haven't yet, please like, share, and subscribe. Mainly subscribe. It means a lot to us when we see a new subscriber hit. Well, we had 51, but got into a situation with a coworker. He's an idiot and basically deleted and unsubscribed from me. So now we're back at 50. So yeah. Oh well, can't win them all. Fuck them if they're haters. I love when I get haters. That means I'm doing something right. Whether they're cheering or they're booing, I'm getting a reaction, and that's all that matters. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. I hope everybody has a fantastic rest of your weekend. Talladega coming up this today, the O'Reilly Series race at Talladega, and then tomorrow the Cup Series race at Talladega. So if you're into racing, I hope you enjoy race day. I know I love it, and I will be indulging in the races this weekend. Maybe get some more streams up, and I just hope everybody has a fantastic weekend. Have a great week next week, and if nobody's told y'all yet, y'all amazing. Have a great rest of your day. This is Sasco Racing YouTube channel.